Hey, welcome in everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today is the inaugural running of the D&D Shenanigans Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. Dun, 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 dun. So we got a few people hanging out in the live chat right now, and let's go ahead and introduce everybody and see what's going on before we start the campaign. I think we are still waiting on one, but most people have decided to actually show up, so that's good. All right. Hello, fellers. Can y'all hear me?
Can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, Gorilla Biscuits. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Pretty good.
Okay, I'm back.
Pretty good. All right, cool. Was everybody psyched to fucking start the campaign finally?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. I know you got some provisions, so that should be fun. I do too. So that's good.
Right. Do I need to launch the game? Is that what I need to do?
Do you need to launch the game? Yeah, everybody go ahead and launch the game and get into the game. We're stuck on the title screen right now. That is on purpose. When things actually get going, I'll move you all into the game world. And we got a little intro sequence to go through and stuff like that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I have a pizza sitting on my kitchen table that I want to go cut and get a couple of pieces because I still haven't eaten fucking supper yet. So
it's going to be fun differentiating between me and Nate.
You and Nate, yeah. Well, Nate is a dragonborn. And you're a dwarf, so but your all's voice
vocally.
Yeah, your all's voice does sound pretty similar. I am gonna keep the Discord chat window in the lower hand corner. That's the plan anyway. And then that'll just be how we communicate. Communicado. So yeah. That should be good. That's the wrong window.
20. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, games.
Yeah, so that should be good. But I wanted to give you guys a few minutes to sort of sit around and chill, and then whenever IPA LOT finally shows up, we'll go ahead and get started. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go cut my pizza.
Streaming this? Are we supposed to be like talking right now?
I guess maybe. I don't know.
It's
I'm trying to set up my ambient lighting because when we lost power, it screwed up my my RGB lighting in my room. So turn lights on. Yep, they're on.
It's just kind of a chill thing.
We gotta work on our radio banter.
Yeah, that's okay. There's dead air in every amateur streamer's fucking stream, but there's not supposed to be though. You're supposed to be sitting here telling jokes and shit. That's okay.
One time at band camp.
Okay, coming from a back roads of Kentucky. Do you really want me to go there?
Oh, maybe not.
I think if I had good stories to tell, I probably wouldn't work blue collar.
Well, I'm on the yard today. I was reminded of one fact that needs to, be put upon everybody at one point or another in their life. It's better to have ants in your pants than uncles.
Oh, that's so very true.
That is, yes, can confirm.
There he is. Hey, what's up?
Hey, hey.
All right, cool.
What's up, y'all?
I thought I heard a pot.
On?
Oh, nothing.
All right, let me put my pizza down. Oh, is everybody ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm here.
But it's your cat.
Chase is outside now that it's dark and the hawk can't get him.
Be right back. The Asian can go get it.
Wait, so you're going to your rooftop to look for it?
No, gone to Ohio to eat it.
But I thought you were Korean.
We got fireworks going off in the back. Can you hear that?
No.
There's fireworks going off all over the place around here too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're popping off real bad right now.
Yeah. All right, I'll be the first one to do this. So yeah, I'm getting started with a bottle of mead. This is a spiced maple cranberry, and I have a special bottle opener that is made out of a broken hockey stick.
Nice.
Right on.
So, hell yeah. This is actually the first time I've gotten to use this. And it's also of a hockey stick brand that I also use. So,
Huzzah.
huzzah. And also hooray for wood tankard, because fuck yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, that smells really good too. I'm trying to get my lighting behind me set up, and my roommate's gonna text me the Wi-Fi password. There it is.
Yeah, you're super washed out.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
That's because you're white.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
All right, there we go.
Connect faster, for fuck's sake. It wasn't this much of a pain in the ass to set these up when I did it the first time. Connection failed. What do you mean? Try again. There. Oh, maybe that's why. I had an extra space in there at the end for whatever reason.
Well, my screen looks mirrored to me. Does it look okay to you guys?
Looks fine on my end.
Normal to me, yeah.
Okay, fine. That's just for me. I don't care. All right.
What the fuck? Why is the side window all fucking weird and shit? Chat tips, da 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 da. Where's?
Just the tip.
Yeah, something like that. No, roll 20. I will not give you my. Art library. Where do I pull up my fucking character sheet?
You just double click your character in the game. Yeah. Click the book with the sparkles on it. You should have a character there. Double click your character. Your thing pops up, and then you can open that up to another window if you want to. There's a button up in the upper right that looks like a square with an arrow pointing to the corner.
You gotta get his full name in there. There. Token settings. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, open character sheet. Dirt. And oh, that's nice. You know, it'd be better if I could like drag this over into another. Oh wait, pop out and then aha! Now it's on another monitor. Hooray! Okay, there's a first time for everything. Oh fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
America.
I am so ready to fuck up this opening sequence. By the way, especially when I just looked at my unarmed strike capabilities. I was like, oh, nice. Okay.
Wait, what are you?
I'm a Dragonborn Ranger.
Yep. We'll get to that. Okay. Is everybody ready to go?
Dragonborn.
Yes.
I'm Dragonborn, you guys. So that means that I can breathe fire and or something and stuff.
As I recall, we're not gonna get through this campaign without some phallically based weapon, so that's okay.
No, not at all. No, that would never happen ever.
All right, so everybody in the game and roll 20 and whatnot.
I think I'm in there.
Yeah, it looks like it. We got Nate, IPA LOT, Race Car, Gorilla Biscuits, and Heavy. I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we're missing IPA LOT. IPA LOT, you got to join the game. Yeah, he's in there.
Minigame. What you talking about, Willis?
There you are. Yeah. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I think that's everybody. All right.
There you go. That worked, right?
All right.
Yes, it did. What's cool about this is like setting up the turn order and everything was like a total pain in the ass before because I had like independent tokens for everybody, but now all that shit is integrated and it works great. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah. I don't understand. Can you all see the text over Magnus and Razorface's HP bars?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't understand why you cannot see that. That's not supposed to. Okay. I got it. There it is. There's way too many permissions.
Wait, why do I have? Oh, never mind.
There. Okay, now everybody can see everybody's thing. Okay, and then I gotta. The cool thing is I update the default token. Then whenever I drag your characters onto the screen, it'll maintain all these settings and stuff. So that's super cool. Fantastic. Like I said, everything's all nice and integrated. I think dealing with the hurdles of the character sheet in Roll20 was actually worth it. So everything has worked out really well. Because like I'm attaching those health bars to your actual HP stat. So as your HP stat changes over time, it'll update automatically on the map. It's really cool.
Oh.
Whoa, there's all kinds of fancy shit going on in here, guys.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So as long as everybody's ready to go, we are gonna go ahead and get
well,
started.
I'm just gonna ditch trying to unclock my lighting here, and we'll just
Yeah, you are getting really washed out.
we'll just go with maybe that one. No, that's bad.
No,
That's
that's
okay.
better.
That would have worked.
No,
yeah.
that was better than it was. You have too much
Ugh.
white shit in the background and too much light shining on it.
I was gonna say you have too much
We'll
white
just go
stuff in the
with
foreground.
this. There we go. And then that
You
way,
gentrified your lighting.
I'm just well, the RGB lighting behind me is not wanting to set up right. So for whatever reason, after I'm kind of pissed off about it. So,
Hmm.
and it's being a way more of a pain in the ass than I want it to. So
Did you get it from Timu?
no, I got it from Walmart, and it's set up just fine. We lost power when that tornado came through
Hmm.
a couple weeks ago, and I can't get it set back up for whatever reason. So yay.
Shit. Hold on just a second.
So I'm just a face that's floating in darkness with my name on my chest,
That works.
just in case I get too drunk and forget who I am.
Who are you?
He's Carlos Spicy-Weiner.
Yes, that too.
Just
The,
think of them as like the white man's group, you know? Kind of like the blue man's group, but you know.
Righto.
I thought you said one of them was Korean.
Okay. Okay.
All
All right. So here we go. You guys ready? All right.
Are we doing the thing or not?
We are doing the thing. Okay, here we go.
If
So
you don't
our
hurry up, I'm going to take you to Pound Town. I got 3 tickets right here.
our adventure begins on the ever legendary Sword Coast, about 50 miles south of Neverwinter. There's a town called Phandalin. And so here at Phandalin, we join our adventurers on a dark and stormy evening. And there's all kinds of crazy shit going on outside, and the booms and the bangs and everything else. So rain's coming down, thunder's coming through. There we go. And the clouds are going overhead, man. There isn't a good way to animate this stuff with Roll20, but I did my best. It's like a layer on top of the map, and then there's clouds going overhead. Okay. Anyway, we find our intrepid adventurers at the Stonehill Inn, nestled inside of the town. I'm supposed to read this. I'm sorry. Nestled in the rocky foothills of the snow-capped Sword Mountains is the mining town of Phandalin, which consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings. Crumbling stone ruins surround the newer buildings and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Phandalin's residents are quiet, hard-working folk who came from distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. They are farmers, stonecutters, blacksmiths, traders, prospectors, and children. The town has no walls and no garrison, but most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach in case the need of arms should arise. Visitors are welcome here, particularly if they have coin to spend and news to share. The Stonehill Inn at the center of town offers modest lodging and meals, and that is where our adventure begins. As we enter the bar, you hear a strange tune play over from the 2 rock gnomes standing at the piano. One of them is a piano player, the other one is a violinist. And sitting at the bar are 2 close friends who've traveled together many times and are having a little drinking contest. So, Remmy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Remmy is a high elf. He has a pistol at his hip. which is a little bit unusual for his kind. He is engaged in pretty heavy drinking at the moment.
And his friend Carlos, a dragonborn. Go ahead, race car.
What? That's not my whole name.
Carlos Spicy-Weiner.
Thank you. Carlos Spicy-Weiner here. Bit of a smart ass, you know, if you couldn't tell. Dragonborn, and you know, just kind of doing things in life, and just kind of, you know, got a bow across my back, and obviously, and two, also doing some heavy drinking as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to fucking up some shit.
And the two are
with me a
engaged
second.
in
I'm
a
trying to figure out why the fuck
drinking
my audio
contest.
is coming from Roll20 through my speakers and not my headset. Very weird.
Oh, I'm not
The,
sure.
the
Sorry.
volume levels of the different audio tracks are like fucking with me, and I have to manually adjust them every time.
Sorry. I'm trying to keep it low enough that we can hear each other.
Currently drinking a lovely cranberry and spiced mead. You know, as one of someone with finer taste does enjoy.
Well, the two of you are engaged in a drinking contest, right? You're passing blows back and forth, and trying to see who can down the most ales from Toblin's kegs from down below. And Toblin, the innkeeper, comes over and says, "Well, you two have been the best customers this evening. Thank you so much for participating and trying out all of the different beers we have. What will be next on the menu for you? The Dragonfire's Bane or the Witch's Tits Brew?"
Ooh. Well, let's see. Last time I checked, I got 2 hands. I'll do one of each.
Toblin says, "Righto, coming right up, and for you, sir, in the nice hat."
I reckon I gotta match him, right?
"I reckon so. I shall return." And he bumbles off down into the basement to find another set of brews for you guys.
What race is he?
He's a human. He's a middle-aged man, balding, wearing an apron, usually polishing a beer glass.
As he walks off, just very softly under his breath, he says, "Fucking human. Right, go give me my drink."
All right. While
I just
Toblin,
shrug it off and I keep drinking.
yes, you all still have beers in your hands. So
My griefs are not with the humans. It's with another kind.
as Toblin runs off down into the basement, we find over in the corner is a dwarf cleric sitting with a very noble woman who happens to be in charge of the local miners exchange. So
Oh, she traffics miners.
she keeps track of everyone's plot in town who claims to be an excavator or a miner, and helps to exchange raw materials for gold and currency. So,
Oh, okay, that kind of miner. Someone who. Okay, never mind.
yeah.
I was like, oh, someone's about to get fed feet first into a wood chipper.
More pickaxe and less axe body spray.
And sitting across from her is a middle-aged dwarf cleric named Magnus. So go ahead, Heavy.
So, why did you bring me here? I was just passing through. What's this deal you want me to look at?
Well, hold on. Introduce your character and describe him real quick.
You pretty well did a good job, middle-aged dwarf. I'm of the war domain. I follow Tempest, who doesn't put up with any kind of cruelty to women, children, love of war. Can be flaky at sometimes. I mean, we'll be fighting on one side, and next thing you know, we're turning our axes on the other. So, that's about it.
I thought that would work. I'm trying to share the character sheets with everybody. Okay. So you asked, why did you bring me here? So across from me sits Haley Thornton. She has a very pompous attitude about her, and it seems like her shit doesn't stink. She says, well, the reason that I've brought you to this town, Master Dwarf, is in order to help me befriend these mercenaries who keep trying to bully all of the merchants in town and demand money from them. I don't necessarily want you to stop them, you see. I merely want you to get into their ranks and befriend them and tell them to go where I want them to go.
And where might that be?
Well, there is a particular excavation happening to the southwest of the town. There are 2 dwarves there who I'm sure are going to find something of value. I want you to convince the mercenaries to go there and seize it from them.
Alrighty. And the reason you're asking a cleric, is it just because I'm a dwarf?
I've heard of your misadventures across the land, and you come highly regarded by some of my friends.
Interesting. Might have to see who these friends are that's misleading you. Doesn't mean I'm not interested in the job.
Well, I will say you should consider the offer and come and see me at the miners' exchange in the morning, perhaps.
I'll sleep on it.
About that time, through the front door of the inn walks a, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'm terribly prepared for this. Yeah, there goes. A half elf who is a bit of a stalwart and a troublemaker, and he shows up quite disheveled. It seems like he's really been through the ringer. He's covered in water. He's soaking wet, and looks like he's been through fucking hell. And he busts through the front door and takes a seat up at the bar. Why don't you go ahead there, Nate?
All right, so I want to sit. Which one of these characters is the drunkest? Remy or Carlos?
Let's say Remmy, because alcohol doesn't affect Carlos the same way. So.
Okay, so I want to sit next to Remy.
All right. You can move your character around, by the way.
Okay.
So,
Very well.
what was I going to say is, go ahead and introduce yourself and describe yourself.
Right. Bray is a half elf with black hair. He's just under 5.5 feet tall, and he has a slight frame, but he looks dangerous and untrustworthy.
And do you say anything to Remmy as you sit down at the bar?
Not yet. I'm gonna wait for the bartender. He's the first one I want to talk to.
Okay.
Remy kind of gives him this look, like side eyes him real hard.
Nod and give a obviously fake smile.
No, fucking hell, you look like you could use a drink.
Reckon I've had plenty tonight.
I'm just getting started.
We'll see.
Fuck's this bartender at? Like, my hands are getting empty.
Them fucking half breeds can't handle their alcohol.
By that time,
Red light.
Tolan Stonehill emerges from the basement carrying 4 pints in his hand and walks over to the bar and sets them down in front of both of you. Here you go, mateys! And half the beer spills out onto the bar, and he says, "Have at you!" and shoves them off in your direction. One of the beers is very dark red, and the other is, it looks like a cloudy IPA. Yeah. And Tobin Stonehill walks down the bar and says, "Hello there, welcome in. How are you, sir?"
Right. I smile and greet him. I tell him my name, and I ask for a shot of his finest rum.
"Rum it is, you say. All right." So he walks back behind the bar, grabs a bottle of rum, comes back, pours you a shot, and sets the bottle in front of you. "Here you are, matey. Looks like you've been through the ringer. Maybe I ought to leave this here."
I smile and I slide closer to Remmy, and I slide him the rum, and I say, "This one's on me, buddy," as I put him in like a side hug. And then as I do that, I try and pick his pocket.
All right. Well, roll a sleight of hand check for
Oh man, I should have been prepared for this. Okay, here we go.
My fucking passive. My passive perception is only 11.
me.
I can't find his skills in this sheet. Oh, and then it just backed me up. Okay. Perfect execution here.
Are you trying to cast spell save? Or
No,
command?
Sleight of
Magnus?
hand, right?
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
sleight of hand. 21. Wow, that's okay.
Yeah, his passive perception is only fucking 14.
What have you got in your inventory here? Let's see. Inside of
I only want to take enough to pay for the rum I just got.
you want to take
And I give
money.
that to the bartender.
Okay.
Yeah, just enough to pay for the rum. I give that to the bartender.
All right. So you lay 3 copper shillings on the table. Tobin Stonehill sees this immediately. He hears the money hit the fucking table and turns around immediately. "Oh, thank you, sir!" Scoops it up, sticks it in his pocket, and walks off. He's tending to something behind the bar.
Unknowingly, Remy just starts to grab the rum and says to Carlos, "You gonna have to catch up with this one."
I'm sitting back and I'm watching this stuff go on. If I need to roll whether a insight or a perception check, I know these kind of characters, so as soon as he opened up the door, I kind of, took note, become uncomfortable, and watched him go over and buddy up to him.
All right. So while this is going on, sitting at a nearby table is 3 dwarves who are just having a rowdy conversation with each other. "Ah, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Well, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Nutround. I'll kick you right in the balls. Dude, you're a piece of shit. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. The mountains do not have diamonds in them. I promise you that." Hepharos is just simply sitting there kind of stoically watching this argument happen between Nutrout and Deruni. And at a table close to that is a young dragonborn with crimson red skin and 2 weapons on his back named Razorface. Do you want to go ahead there, Gorilla Biscuits?
My name is Razorface Firehorn. I'm a dragonborn paladin. Criminal background. Sarcastic.
I think we might have lost you there, Ben. Yeah, kind of. It sounds like you're on your phone, maybe.
No, sorry, I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't. The microphone's not being very cooperative with you. I'll tell you that.
Can you hear me at all? Is it real low?
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, that is. That's a lot better.
Okay. My name is Razorface Firehorn. I'm a dragonborn paladin criminal, or former criminal. I'm 6'6" and weigh 275 pounds, and I'm sarcastic and
We didn't get the last part of that. What was that?
I'm a justice seeker.
Judgment seeker. All right.
Justice.
Okay.
Just seeker.
Justice. Okay. Well. Excellent. So, while the rowdy dwarves are having their argument, Bray, Remmy, and Carlos continue on with their shenanigans and passing around the vodka. You all get a little bit rowdy and a little bit loud with each other. Remmy suddenly notices, for instance, that his pocket is just a little bit lighter than it was a few moments ago.
Well, I'll take this opportunity to go sit with the dwarves.
Okay.
He'll as he walks away, he starts to walk away. He'll grab the back of his collar. Hold on now, you fucking half breed.
Right. So I'm gonna just kind of grin and ask him what it is that he needs.
I mean, look, I was gonna drink that anyway, all right? But don't do that shit.
I'm gonna act oblivious the entire time. I don't know. What are you talking about?
Well, noticing that there's a little bit of a conflict happening at the bar, Daruni stands up from his chair, and you notice there's a battle axe and a shield leaning against the back of his chair, but he leaves that where it lays and approaches from the side and says, "Have you all got a problem over here?" And he's plainly drunk. He stumbles over the stool a little bit and staggers out into the floor and points at you and says, "I see a fight brewing, and I do want a piece of it." And about that time,
Y'all shut the fuck over there. Shut the fuck up over there.
I
Now hold on.
grab
Remmy.
Hilya's arm and tell her to get out of because there's about to be a fight brewing.
"Well, I believe you're correct, Master Dwarf. I think I'll just see my exit." And she sort of sneaks out the back. About
I mean,
that,
I reckon.
Maybe I get up off his stool, sort of like kind of drunkenly, not totally upright, but kind of stumble.
Remmy, I reckon this drinking challenge just turned into a midget tossing challenge.
I think I heard them saying something about diamonds. And if I know this kind of town, that means they think they have rights to them. Say, if we win the fight, we get the rights.
Nutrout stood up and he comes over to Daruni's side and says, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're not getting our diamonds, you sons of bitches." And he points straight at you, Bray.
Remy's hand is on his pistol at this point.
Well, they've both left
Alright.
their weapons sitting at their
I'm going to
chairs.
say, Ray says, well, I didn't say anything about me. And I look to Carlos and Remmy and I say, I think that we could take them though.
Uh-oh. All right, so about this time, the music just comes to an abrupt halt. And the two gnomes who were playing before suddenly just see their way out the front door. They're gone. They don't want any part of this shit.
Ragtime. I hear ragtime's good fighting music these days.
Hefrius is just sitting there watching, smiling, because he knows his two friends are about to get their asses handed to him.
What you talking about, we? I don't need no half-breed. The two of them's like one of me standing on top of each other.
I think that's directed at you, Bray.
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to jump up on the bar. I'm gonna try. Getting less confident in this the more I look at my skill sheet. Let's do. Can I try to do like an intimidation check to get these dwarves to not fight me, since I don't seem like I have backup here?
You can try, but they're pretty fucking drunk and they're pretty adamant about getting in a fight.
Okay, maybe I can convince Remmy. Or are you saying you don't want my help getting the diamonds?
I'm saying two of us can take them on our own.
Okay,
Like
then I want to make a stealth check to get around these dwarves. Can I do that and get the shield and sword and axe that you were talking about?
I'll say that you can outsmart Nutrout and Deruni, but Hefrius is sitting right there and he's watching their shit. And he's watching everything that's happening. He doesn't seem nearly as drunk as the other two.
I'm gonna take a back seat and let somebody else do something.
Remy, I bet you I can throw one of these midgets farther than you can.
The fuck you can.
All right. Well, I'm a come up over here and I'm gonna grab Nutless by his collar here, and I guess what do I do? Like do like a strength check here and see how far I can actually throw him.
You're gonna toss him as soon as you grab him. Everybody roll initiative.
Throw some midgets.
Everybody roll initiative.
Which one's initiative?
Red button on your character sheet in the middle on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm gonna run to the fridge really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go get me another drink, bartender. I'm waiting for that curtain to like fall in front of the dog gate, and then the next time he goes back there, just fucking trips over it.
I am not gonna trip over it. Shut up. Okay. It's really hot in my kitchen though, by the way. Okay, I gotta give these guys a turn. Oops. Over here. Add turn. And add a turn. And let's see. Okay, wow. Kind of high. This one. Ooh, wow. So then sort. By the way, there we go. Oh damn! How'd y'all get 21-22, you cheaters? All right, fine. So, Remmy, what are you doing?
Let's see. Either of them look weaker than the other.
No, they appear to be equally skilled.
Okay. Then this dude, Remy's gonna fucking take his hand on the pistol and just fucking take a shot at him.
All right, roll for attack.
19
that hits.
for 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
So he doesn't like shoot to kill him. He just shoots him in the fucking foot.
Okay, so the gun goes off, and a bullet flies right over your shoulder, Carlos, and hits Nutrout right in the shoulder.
I thought he said he was going for
the leg. Sure. Okay, so it flies in between your legs and hits Nutrout right in his thigh. Oh shit!
We're shooting this dude.
Oh fuck me! All right,
Yeah.
my bad.
For fuck's sake, at least, I mean, shit, we're all drunk here, but at least Remy's got the fucking know-how to know where and where not to fucking
Point a weapon?
his fucking pistol.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Right?
Okay. So he hits the Rooney for 5, and then Rooney takes a step back. He stumbles, nearly falls over.
Oh.
and he's bleeding.
Remy's gonna pursue him, and use 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess a 3 doesn't hit him.
No, it does not.
Just fucking drunkenly swings over his head.
Well, he's stumbling and sort of accidentally dodges your shit like Drunken Master or whatever.
Fucking midgets can't fucking hit him.
19? 19 totally hits.
For another 3 damage.
Good lord. All right. So, you punch him straight across his jaw and he falls to the floor, prone, and looks up at you, and he's just fucking dazed. He does not know what the fuck's going on anymore, and he's bleeding out on the floor.
At this point, Remy's reloading. He's got the pistol pointing at him. Fucking stay down.
All right, Bray, what are you doing? Bray. That's you, Nate. You gotta unmute.
You probably unmute. So I want to get
Yeah.
to the weapons. I want to make sure they can't get to the weapons.
Okay. So you can approach from behind Heavyfisted. Here is Nutrout or Daruni's sword and shield, and over here is Nutrout's.
Okay, so I have 30 movement, right? So it's 1, 2, 3.
Each one of these squares is 5
I'm gonna
feet.
go.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Are you
That
attempting?
way it keeps me out of any opportunity attacks.
Are you attempting to grab the weapons as you move over there? Or?
No, I'm not close enough yet, but I don't want to like trigger any attacks of opportunity.
Okay. No, Route wouldn't take it anyway. He's fucking shit-faced and he's focused on Carlos, who just grabbed him by the collar. So, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So it's Daruni's turn, and he's laying on the ground ahead of, and right in front of Remmy. He looks up at Remmy and says, "Aye, yeah, he kicked my ass. I'm bleeding. Aye." And he just sort of grabs his leg and just kind of rolls over in agony. He doesn't even try to attack.
Look at him. He's even shorter than he was before.
Well, wait a minute. Why is Remmy there and Remmy there? You rolled for initiative twice.
Did I? My bad.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Let me
delete
see
him.
here. I don't know how I can do that. I'll tell you what. We'll just skip this
Oh,
one.
just pass. Yeah, exactly. Just pass my turn. Yeah.
Okay, so you're 22. All right.
Also, I forgot I have Vex with pistols. I should have had advantage on that first unarmed strike. Forgot about that. Doesn't matter. He's on the ground.
Well, you can't vex with unarmed. You have to use the pistol to use vex.
No, it just says your next attack.
Yeah, but it's a weapon specialty thing, and I think it applies specifically to the pistol. Or whatever range weapon you're using. Or whatever weapon you're using that has vex. I'm pretty sure. But, I don't know. We can look that up later. It doesn't really matter. These guys are not that powerful. Don't freak out. Alright, anyway. Nutrout, looks at Carlos and says, "You son of a bitch!" And he moves his hands up in the air and breaks your grip on his collar. And he's going to take an attack at you. So, let's see. Yeah. He rolls a 6 to hit. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So he takes a wild-ass fucking swing at you and kind of stumbles as he does it. And you sort of just casually move out of the way of it and it doesn't even strike you. He stumbles and almost falls to the ground. But that's his turn. All right. Razorface, what are you doing?
I'd like to stand up, walk over to the corner of the bar, and order a beer.
You can move your character if you want, or do you want me to do it?
Guess I need to do it.
That's okay. I can do it. So you'll walk over here, right past Bray, past the weapons. Hefrius is sort of keeping an eye on everything that's going on. He sees you walk over, and Toblin walks down to the bar, eyeing suspiciously as he sees a drunken dwarf stumbled and bleeding on his floor, and he says, "Oh, mate, are you here to watch the proceedings? Apparently, we have a big bar fight going on." About this time, there's several commoners gathered in the dining area. A couple of them head upstairs to their rooms, and a couple of them walk out or sort of cower in the corner. They don't seem to want anything to do with what's going on. So, anything else, Razorface? What is it you want to order from the bar?
A beer. Just one beer is fine.
Okay. Is any old ale then? All right, he says, and he moves to the nearby keg, grabs a flagon and fills it up and brings it back. Sets it on the table. I mean, 3 coppers.
I think I only have gold.
That's all right. I've got your change right here, he says, and sort of shakes a money pouch that's conspicuously held right in front of him on his waistband. You give him 1 gold piece, and he hands you back, 9 silver and 7 copper. So. All right. So is that your turn?
Well, what does Hefrius have on it that I can see from behind?
He's an older dwarf. He's dressed in heavy armor, and like the others, he has a shield and a warhammer sort of stashed behind his chair.
I guess I'll take a step closer to him than in my turn.
Okay. He's eyeing you intently. He's very aware of your presence. So. All right, Carlos, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Nutrout, or I'm gonna grab Nutrout by his collar again, and I'll just do an unarmed strike.
All right.
So,
6 to hit does not hit.
Ah.
So
Is that the 6 plus the? Oh, that is the 2 plus 4. Motherfucker.
Yep. So you try to grab him by his collar, and he reaches down and bites your hand, and there's no real damage, but you sort of immediately shy away from it, and doesn't work. So, bonus action?
It says I have no bonus actions.
Well, shit.
That is a bummer.
All right.
So that's okay. I got something for you in the next one.
Well,
Fucker.
what was I gonna say? Is Heavy got us the player's handbook. So after the session, take a look at your character sheet and see if you can add some feats and stuff, if you want to.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Remmy, go ahead. What are you doing?
Remy's gonna take another shot at, take a shot at Nutrout.
Okay.
With the pistol.
Do I get a turn?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mag. Well, you didn't roll initiative, apparently.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you must have done it too early or something. I don't know. Hold on a second. What was your roll?
You're on the carousel, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I'll add him. What was your roll?
0.
It was. Oh, let me check. Let me go back.
Just roll again.
16.
16. Okay. So let's sort. Other way. And then.
Could it be something to do with my token not being updated or whatever?
Yes. I am sorry.
I mean, just delete this one.
No. I can fix it. I'm fixing it. There.
Wait,
Okay.
is that why I had 2?
No,
Because now I have a 15 and I had a 21.
you have a 22. You have a 22 and a 15. Those were the 2.
Yeah.
So
But now it's showing 15.
yeah, because that's the screwed up one. That's the one we ignore. So
That's what I'm saying. Did I have 2?
yes, you have 2. I can't get rid of one of them.
Sorry, is that one? Never mind.
I have to get rid of all of them if I get rid of any of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, it's all good. Never mind.
Okay. So all right, Magnus, go ahead.
Well, I just walk over to the bar, call for the barkeep.
Tobin sees you over there and says, "All right, then, all right." And he comes on down. What'll you have, little one?
I'll have a keg. Rather, I'll have a stein of your mead. And how many people come in through here on a daily basis?
Well, as you can see, most of my commoner friends have all run off because of the fight. But normally we see about 10 to 12 people in here a day.
All right.
He sort of walks off, grabs a pint, comes back to you. I'll be three pence.
I put down a gold and I tell him I take care of people who take care of me.
Oh, you don't say.
Big ass tip. God damn.
Damn.
He takes the gold piece and sticks it in his pouch and says, "Thank you very much, sir. Just let me know if you need anything else." He goes back behind the bar and sort of is standing close to this area here, watching intently the fight that's going on.
I just start drinking the mead and in my turn.
All right. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where did the 22 for Remmy go?
I think you can manually change it.
I guess I'm gonna have to. All right. There we are. All right, go ahead, Remmy.
There you go. So as he's now reloaded, he's just gonna shoot it from the hip at Nut Round. Does a 9 hit? Question mark. Does a 9 hit? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Shitfire, I'm sorry. No, a 9 does not hit. I'm muted. That's my bad.
Oh, so good. Okay, so let's see. Can I do that even if I didn't hit? I mean, after you take the attack action, yes, I can. All right, so we're gonna go with. Are we playing with flanking or no?
No, let's keep it simple for now.
Okay. Then we're gonna spend another key point and make 2 unarmed strikes.
Against a nut route. Yeah, okay. 19,
Yeah, right, yeah.
19 hits.
19.
22. Oh, fuck. Okay, so you strike nut
Wait a
route.
second. That's just the. Hang on.
There you go. Okay, so 4.
There we go. 4, and then 4 and a 6.
Okay, it's the same result either way. You strike a blow straight across the chin and hits him right on a button, right in the middle of his chin. He clenches his teeth, goes stiff, and falls down on the ground unconscious. He's out like a light. About that time,
Where to track my key points on this character sheet?
a way to track your key points. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know where you track them.
Maybe in traits or feats and traits.
Let's see. I have 0, just for the record.
Okay, that's fine because the battle's over. Heavyfisted is not really antagonistic, so he just stands up and starts clapping his hands, walks over, stands over Nut Route and says, well done. I've never seen my traveling companions put down with such skill and ease before. He congratulates you all heartily and says, "Let me buy around for you. Those two dumbasses had it coming, believe me." And he motions over to Toblin to start making up some more ales. Toblin nods and heads over to the keg and starts filling them up. Meanwhile, the storm continues outside. There. Yeah. Toblin sort of, Hefrius leans down and sort of puts a cold rag, wetted with beer, on top of Nutrout's head. It'll be all right in a moment, I suppose.
I move over and cast. Let's go. Cure wounds healing on the idiot with 2 gunshots in him.
Daruni.
No, Daruni has one. He's got one in his foot.
Well,
Yeah.
one in his foot. I heal his foot.
Right. Are you healing for 11? You reach down and the magic comes out of your hands and sort of surrounds the wound on his leg, and suddenly it goes away, and he's suddenly looking a lot more sober than he was a second ago, and he's like, "Oh, thank you, matey. It's so nice to see a cleric of the oh man. Shit, who's the deity again? Tempest. The Tempest clan." He sort of recognizes the symbol on your shield. Says, "Thank you so much." Hefrius kind of steps over and says, "Ah, it's good to see a good man over in foreign lands. How do you do, matey?"
I look down at him and I'm to the one I just healed, and I'm like, "We try our best to help the women and children, and obviously from your fighting skills, you're one of the two."
He sort of just kind of looks down and says, "Well, I did get my ass handed to me, didn't I?" But
Also great Hefrius in the same manner.
it's nice to meet you, friend. And Toblin comes out from behind the bar and starts setting beer mugs on the table. "Here you are, mateys! Come and get it!" And he makes another trip.
He'll grab his drink and then head back over to the other 3 drinks that are still sitting there.
Got a few to work on, don't ya?
As will I.
Toblin makes another round back, and there's 3 more. There you are. Really, what's up, everybody?
I can hardly understand anyone in this bar speak.
Well, we're all from the mountains, laddie, says Hefrius. I don't know. I'm terrible at voices.
The diamonds?
What about diamonds?
The mountains with the diamonds. He said he's from the mountains. I'm asking about the diamonds.
Oh. Well, Hefrius pipes up and he says, "Well, you know," and he sits down and takes his seat and continues with his beer. "There's all kinds of mines out here. We used to be out these ways before the dragons started coming down from up north."
I sat down next to Hefrius.
Daruni takes his seat as well. Nutrout's still passed out on the floor. Ever since that... Oh, go ahead.
Seeing that I'm from a far off land and we're brethren. Did your people come from under the mountain or over the hill?
Or through the woods. To Grandma's house we go.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Are they mountain dwarves? Or are they hill dwarves?
They're mountain dwarves. So you can tell by the lines on his face and the way his hair is cut and everything else. Everett says, well, you know, my family used to live out these ways a long, long time ago. And we resettled way in the north. But we've come down this way looking for more treasure because we've pretty much shelled out the mountain that we live under these days.
Is there any kind of, let's say, thievery going on?
Thievery? No, matey. We only try to do claim things that aren't yet claimed. That young woman who was here earlier in the plush chairs over yonder, she owns the Miners' Exchange. She tracks all of the plots. Although many places are yet to be claimed.
So there's no highway robbery going on currently.
Well, not that I participate. However, and Daruni chimes in and he says, you know, the other day, I was coming south out of the wood, and a bunch of human bandits with an orc tribe ambushed me. Stole everything I had in my wallet.
Humans and orcs working together?
Wouldn't you know it was the damnedest thing? I've never seen such a gang before.
I see. I appreciate the information. I was just passing through and didn't know what the road held above me, below me, because I guess I'll be making up towards the mountain. Since you speak so wonderfully of them before I head out of town.
Toblin Stonehill actually has 6 rooms on the second floor of his inn that are available for, 10 silver piece, I do believe? No, it's 5 silver pieces, I'm sorry. That's one thing I've been meaning to set up is handouts that tell the menus of everything in town. And I did actually manage to get some good interiors for most of the places that we're going to be going to. But normally, these interiors are kind of difficult to find, but I did track some down, so I figured we'd have some fun with it. Anyway, Razorface and Bray, what are you guys doing?
If this dwarf was robbed, how is he paying for his bar tab?
Daruni was robbed. Heavyfisted wasn't there. So Heavyfisted pipes in and he says, well, the dumbass got ambushed, so I wasn't there. And he shakes a wallet on his waistband. Chink, chink, chink. Sounds
I
like
want to pay for Daruni's
What'd
bar
you call
tab.
me?
you want to pay for Daruni's bar tab, huh?
Yeah.
Daruni says, wow, thank you, Mary. I believe it's up to about 3 gold pieces at this point. And he looks over the bar at Toblin, and Toblin says, yep, that's about right. He's still polishing some dirty dishes and stuff.
I want to pay his bar tab. Hopefully he remembers that.
I won't soon forget it.
What's Nutround doing?
Nutrout's passed out on the floor. He's knocked the fuck out. He's got a wet rag that's soaked in beer on his forehead.
Well, can I walk over to him and then do cure wounds on him to wake him up?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you walk over to him. Then on your character sheet, you gotta click the cure wounds thing.
Okay.
I think that thunderstorm is still playing in the background, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
Okay, cool.
Do anything?
No, not yet. It should show up here in the chat. Over here. Let's see.
You might need to refresh I had to.
There goes. 16. Nice. Okay. So you put your hands on his head, and magic flows from your hands, sort of surrounds his whole body, and he suddenly wakes up, rolls over, and stands up. Like, "Ow! Feel like I've been run over by a truck." He sort of stumbles a little bit. Says, "But I'm feeling better. Thank you, matey." He sort of reaches out to shake your hand, Razor Fist.
I shake his hand with my right hand, and then with my left hand, I search around his waist and his back to see if he has a wallet.
Okay. He has a wallet filled with approximately 15 gold pieces attached to the side of his waistband. So you want to reach in there and try to grab it?
Yeah, I'll try to grab it.
Okay, so roll a sleight of hand check. That should be with your skills. Yep, 14 succeeds. So you reach in, you can take all of his money or some of it. There's about 15 gold pieces in there.
I'll take 5 of the gold pieces.
All right. So sleight of hand, you reach in, you grab the 5 gold pieces, slip them into your own wallet. He's never the wiser. He has no idea what the hell's going on. Shakes your hand, thanks you mightily, and returns to his seat.
Do I
So,
do any more actions or?
yeah, you can do one more thing if you want, or move.
I turn around to the bartender and then buy Remy and Carlos a drink with one of the gold pieces I stole.
Sure. You lay a gold piece on the table and you say, "Get one for them two down there." And Tobin says, "All right, oh, matey, I've got just the thing." And
That's
he
5 drinks in front of Remy now.
and he runs off back to the basement. You have no idea what he's gonna bring up.
5 there, you're not trying.
You got some catching up to do there, bud.
No, there's 4 because we ordered 2. Then Razorfade. No, then Bray gave quote unquote him 1, and now I'm giving him another one. Yeah, so there's 4. Oh no! Wait, no. Everest, there's 5. Yeah.
Indeed, Heifer's brought y'all a drink. So, all right, y'all continue your drinking contest for a little bit, and then I've got to run to the fridge again.
Speaking of drinking contests,
You grabbing something too?
no, I still have a little bit of spicy brown water left.
Yeah, I'm.
You know what? I might as well. There's not enough left. I might as well. While he's gone.
I can't tell. It's dark in here, and I can't see the bottom of my glass. I'm gonna use the. I'm casting phone flashlight in order to see the bottom of my glass. Yeah, I should go grab some too. I shall return.
Back with another beer from my beautiful fucking bar.
You have
So
a
you
bar?
get every,
I do. If you look in the Discord, where the fuck is it? It's under food and drink or foodies and diet.
Is
No,
it
where the
also
fuck did I put it? It's
is
under
that
bourbon.
also with
Look at
your
the bourbon
shelving?
section. Yeah, if you look at the bourbon section, there's my bar, my kegerator, my shelving.
Cool.
It looks really nice, by the way.
Thanks. We moved into our house 8 years ago, and I've always kind of had this like blank space where like at one point there was some shelving there, and then there was a couch there, and now there's a fucking bar there. If I just wanted a bar there for like the last 8 years.
Got anything on any plans on putting stuff on the walls?
I mean, pretty much just that shelf and the artwork. That's about it.
No, I
Gotta
was
get
just
fit
wondering.
up posters.
I mean, I might put like a little sign on the bar, you know, like a little light up sign that just says bar or something like that, or like a, you know, but nothing major now.
There we go. I have another bottle of mead. This one
Oh,
is
boy.
a maple pecan pie.
From?
Who's it from? Do. Why do I not see a brand on these? This one's barrel aged. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well,
They all-
while we're just sitting here bullshitting, I do want to bring everybody's attention on YouTube to the link pinned at the chat. At the top of the chat, you will see the D&D channel, D&D Shenanigans, where after the stream, the only place to find this VOD is going to be on that channel. So be sure to like and subscribe over there. I want to get a little bit of a following over there. I don't necessarily want to monetize it, but that's just going to be the compendium of all these sessions and everything.
Monetize it, and then you can buy us all an actual beer.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
if that happens, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Keep K2
Supposed to
keep
buy
on.
some spicy brown water with it.
Yeah. Well, I
Uh,
mean, depending on the kind of beer, it can be considered spicy brown water.
That's
Hmm.
true. It could be.
Yeah.
That's fair.
A good porter, a barrel aged stout.
Now you want to make. Now you make me want to go open the Metanoche that's on my shelf.
Balls.
Speaking of spicy brown water, today's spicy brown water is actually spicy brown water from Kentucky. There you go. Just for you, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's the only type of spicy brown water that matters. Well, K2 says happy good 4th of July. Stay safe. It's good to see you, K2. Ginger wave. Ginger wave.
Yeah, fun fact. Some people don't even know it, but this is going to be their last weekend or no. The 4th is on a Friday, so this would be their first weekend with missing fingers.
What are you talking about?
You know, because
People blowing their fingers off.
exactly.
Oh, because of the fucking fireworks. Yeah.
Mishandling of explosives.
I'm okay with people blowing hands and fingers off as long as they don't set off their, but set their neighbor's house on fire. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I prefer my explosions very much controlled with a proper air fuel mixture in a very contained space that creates some form of reciprocating motion. If you know what I mean.
No.
Indeed.
Sounds like an intricate vibrator, if I'm being honest.
That's good.
A gas-powered vibrator. That sounds pretty intense.
They don't tell my ex about that shit.
Well, if you still had her phone number, maybe I'd ask her just you know for an expert opinion. I don't know.
Maybe that's something we can do. A certain dragon brand of those. Get a gnarly looking one and send it to EOD.
Oh shit, fire.
You can put it in the background. It's D&D themed.
Uh-huh.
It's a D&D sex toy.
Yeah, for shit's sake. There is what is that fucking dildo company called Bad Dragon? They make some crazy shit.
You would know the name. I
That's
just
what
knew
he's
something about
talking about,
Dragon.
The fact that DOD knows DOD actually knows the name.
Right.
Don't ask why, just don't ask. All right.
Uh-huh. I feel like there's more to this story that we actually need to unfold these layers.
Uh-huh.
From what I've heard, you can't say loose lips because that's not going to be possible.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what they say: people in glass houses sink ships.
Mm.
How do we go from that to prolapse buttholes? What?
I don't know. This is
Prolapsed bottles.
this is
Buttholes.
it's
Oh, I
oh
thought
my
you
god.
said bottles.
Well, if we're going there, we need Friday. She's not here, so
She did have the fucking chicken anus at one time. That was disgusting.
What?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
raises chickens. Apparently, a chicken had a prolapsed anus at some point because of
It
fucking.
basically looked like a chicken with fucking Kardashian lips for a butthole.
Oh my god. All right.
I still have that very vivid image like just baked into my mind, and it's kind of gross and hilarious at the same time. It's a chicken with a pink sock.
Side note: this Shenanigans brewed with lime is garbage.
Hold on a second, Magnus. Hold on a second.
Wait, you paired it with lime, or they make a separate version with lime in it?
Oh, it's just brewed with lime. It's a wheat ale brewed with lime, not lemon.
Ugh.
Okay. Hold on. Are we ready to continue? Yes. No. Maybe so.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I suppose.
Ready?
I guess I'm just gonna drink my sorrows, and because
Alright.
either I didn't drink enough to have drunken retard strength, or I drank too much and surpassed the drunken retard strength.
Oh my god. Well, okay. I tell you what.
Towards Remy.
We're coming up on an opportunity to do drunken retard strength right now.
Oh, cool.
Okay. All right.
Yay!
I mean, as almost drunk retard. Real life.
Okay. So Dolan reemerges from the basement and comes over to the bar carrying two very tall-looking shot glasses filled with bright red liquid. It looks to be about 3 shots with a sort of a flanged opening at the top of it. He sets them on the bar and he says, "This is Dragon's Fire," he says. And he slides it over the bar to both of you. He says, "It's quite spicy, I'll mind you. But I believe you two are engaged in some sort of contest, and you have 5 drinks in front of you. Now let's get through them."
I'm going to feel like all my glasses for like the 2 warmest ones, and then I'm going to slam those 2 and carry on, and about and then I'm gonna throw a nice little like, "Come on, Remy, catch up, let's go."
Excuse the fuck out of me. I reckon you're behind one because technically he, and he points over at Bray, made me fucking buy myself another one.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did have that shot there. So well,
The shot and the
fine,
bottle
I'm
of
gonna
vodka
grab- I'm
are
gonna
still
grab
on the
2 of
table.
The Dragon Fire
no
shots
proof of
and just
that.
fucking double fist
Oh.
them.
Hold on now. I do not expect a plebeian like you to understand that was very fine rum, all right? It was kind of expensive. If any feels around in his pocket, yep, it was kind of expensive. It was not a shot.
Well, the bottle is still there. You have the bottle and the empty shot glass sitting next to you. So, Bray, what are you doing? You were trying to do something a minute ago. And you're muted.
Well, I'm trying to kind of suss information out of these dwarves about where to find these diamonds. I'm not sure if I was getting anywhere.
All right.
Hockey stick bottle opener.
So where are we at on the drinks with Remy and Carlos? We got 2 sitting there in front of Carlos, and how many in front of Remy?
We probably have 3 left because he's up 1. You know what I mean?
So, just out of curiosity, does these dwarves speak common or are they speaking dwarven?
They're speaking common.
All right.
However, they can understand Dwarvish. So those are the 2 languages they speak, for sure. And you assume that because they're dwarves. But the argument they were having a minute ago was in common. So, of course, Daruni is still sort of fucked up and has a giant bruise on the side of his cheek, and Nutrout's tongue is bleeding, but they look a little beat up, but they're doing all right. Heavyfisted is just sitting there with a big grin on his face, happy that his friends are still alive, but amused that they got their asses handed to them.
The extra drink that Remy has in front of him, since he's up an additional drink, Remy will grab one and bring it over to Nutrout and put it in front of him. Drink up, you pussy. It'll make you feel better.
Okay.
Or at least you won't forget about it.
Nutrout kind of looks up and says, "Oh, thank you. I did it."
And he'll walk back over to Carl. He'll walk back over.
Well,
All right.
at that moment, Heavyfisted says, "Sit down and join us. We invite you." And he slams his beer on the table and says, "We all have a good drink after a nice meeting."
I would, but like I got like fucking 4 glasses and only 2 hands, so I reckon I'll grab 2 more of them and slam those, and then grab everything else, and then head on over there.
With your hands full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Razorface, what are you doing? You're just kind of sitting in the background there.
I would like to walk over behind Nutrout and then spill my beer down his back. And then call for the barkeep over and clean him up and say it was an accident.
Well, Nutrout looks at you and says, "What the fuck, mate? Watch where you're going." And you call for Toblin. Toblin comes over. He says, "Oh, I'll get a towel. Hold on." And grabs one from behind the bar
Fuck, that's
and comes
good.
back. Starts mopping up
the
the beer.
maple pecan pie mead that I'm IRL drinking. Jesus, that's good.
It sounds good.
Oh my god.
Sounds like breakfast.
Sure, but mead. I'm not sure if that goes in mead. That sounds like an excellent.
Oh, trust me, it works.
Oh, that sounds like a phenomenal stout.
That would be a phenomenal stout as
Oh, it
well.
does, yeah.
But in a mead form, I'm not upset at all. It's so good.
How fitting.
Oh.
All right, so Toblin finishes mopping up Nutrout a little bit. "Sorry about that, man. You'll be all right. You'll be all right."
He's mopping up his nut.
And then he goes back behind the bar, throws the towel down on the floor, and goes back to what he was doing a second ago. Nutrout says, "You just be careful with your damn drink," and takes another swig from the ale he has in front of him. Heavyfisted sort of chimes in laughing and says, "Well, you sons of bitches certainly gave these 2 idiots something to think about tomorrow." Daruni and Nutrout sort of look down at their drinks and just sort of mull about. "I was duly impressed with that, middies. You know,
I mean,
you lot..."
much to kick shit at and he pauses for a second and looks around. "Your kind."
"What the fuck do you mean by that?" says Heavyfisted.
I mean, you're half my fucking height.
And he sort of slams his fists on the table and says, "I can still kick your brutally ass. But I'm not going to. That's not why we're having this conversation, you son of a bitch. You just relax. You done kicked my asses, the asses of my friends."
You're fucking right, midget. You better fucking watch your tone.
"You son of a bitch." And he sort of sits down and takes his cup and takes a long drink out of it. "I don't want to fight you," he says, and he slams his beer on the table. "I want to congratulate you. You sons of bitches are some of the toughest motherfuckers I've seen in a long time. And I do think you're the right ones for this job." And he sort of mulls about for a minute. He says, "You know, it's posted on the townmaster's hall. I've asked the townmaster to enlist some help for us. We've had some expeditioners come out and look at one of the sites, and they're doing an excavation. But I'm worried about them. We've come out to help, but we've pretty much demonstrated that my friends cannot handle the dangers that are bound to be had. So I'm wondering, would you be willing to help us?
Of course your kind can't handle it.
Well, I'm worried about their excavators. They're not warriors after all. We are. And you just stomped us into the ground. I need you to go out there and warn them and tell them that there's a dragon about who'll surely eat them for nothing.
Don't cost you.
Well, it was already handed a bounty over to the town master. I reckon.
And Remy starts to kind of mock his like drunken dwarvish accent. Like, the fuck did you just say to me? Come on now. Sober up, motherfucker. I can't understand a fucking thing you're saying.
I haven't heard a single coherent sentence since I came in here.
Well, Heavyfisted takes another swig out of his beer and he says, "Oh yes, I don't know, bitch. I didn't know what the fuck's coming out of my mouth. I'm going to tell you now. You're going down." He barely understands the words that are coming out of his mouth. He's slurring his speech so bad. But I tell you what,
Remy slaps him across the face.
you slap him.
Yeah.
He reaches up and punches you right in the shoulder really hard. It hurts a little bit, but it doesn't take any of your health away. He says, "Stop it! You don't touch me while I'm talking." He says, if you check on our prospectors, you can have the bounty from the town master. We've given him 50 gold pieces. For anyone who can help, please go to our excavation and warn them that there's a dragon about. That's all I ask.
Oh, look, all I heard out of that gibberish was gold, all right? But now you're speaking my language.
Yes. Yeah, so there's plenty more where that came from. And he shakes his wallet on the side of his hip, and it looks to be that it could hold probably about 50 or 60 gold pieces. It's a lot fatter than the other twos. But it's in front of him. He's keeping a close watch on it. His hands are very close to it. He says, "I tell you what, I'll buy you a room for the night if you'll promise to go out in the morning and warn our excavators."
I pat Heavyfisted on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry about paying my fees. They're handled."
I appreciate that, brother.
To pay for my room.
Say that again?
Oh.
I definitely want him to pay for my room.
Remy looks back at Toblin and shouts him, You got a suite up in here?"
Hilden looks. He says, "Well, it's pretty modest. We have some rooms. That's about all I can offer you."
I own the big one.
They're all the same, mate.
All right, we'll charge him double for mine.
I'm not doing that. They're some of my best customers,
I get up, I walk over to Tobin, and pay him for a room for myself.
Again, a room is 5 silver pieces. Laid 5 silver pieces on the counter, Tobin scoops it up real quick, puts it in his wallet. "Thank you, May. You can have the third one on the left." He points towards the staircase on the west side of the inn. Over here.
How
It
many
goes
silver is
upstairs.
in the gold?
10. 10 gold and 1 silver, 10 silver and 1 gold.
We're playing with Electrum. Fuck that.
Heavyfisted says, "You don't have to worry about it, you dummies." And he's pointing at Carlos and Bray. "Have got your room?"
I head up to my room.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going upstairs too. Fine. Fuck it.
Oh, hold on. You better finish them drinks, little bitch.
Oh, you know what?
I once I get to my room, I go inside, close the door, and take my hammer and wedge it under the doorknob
Okay.
or the handle.
All right. So by that time, Nutrout stands up and says, "I do believe I need some sleep myself," and he sort of stumbles off towards the stairs and heads up to his own room. And Daruni says, "Well, I'm interested to see what these two drunk fuckers get on, though." And Heavyfisted says, "I'm kind of interested in that myself." And they hold up their beers and sort of cheers one another and take a drink.
Y'all ain't gonna keep up. As Remy takes one of the, I think 3 in front of him and slams it.
Yeah, we'll say it's 3 left for you and 2 left for Carlos.
I'll slam one of them now, and then be like, "Oh, look at that there! I'm down to my last one. Who the fuck's got to drink their? Who's got to finish their shit now, huh?"
And Daruni sort of holds up his glass and says, "Oh, I can finish this off." And gluk, 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 slams an empty mug on the table. Takes a giant belch. There you go.
Do we notice that it's empty?
Yeah, you notice it's empty. He slammed it so hard it would have sloshed otherwise.
Hold on.
I want to ask the bartender
Hey,
if they can
you're
send
coming
any
back.
extra company to my room.
You want to ask what?
I want to ask the bartender if they can send any extra company to my room.
Extra company. Toblin sort of chuckles. Hell, matey. I believe you'd have to go as far as Neverwinter to find the nearest whore. I'm sorry. Oh, you'll be all on your own tonight.
The wizard, the winner.
I'm surprised Tobin didn't holler over at one of the asshats that got his, that's got his ass kicked and said, "Hey, you want to go up for a room for a night? You fight like women? Do you fuck like women?"
Apparently they drink like women. I saw that, and he calls out Daruni for slamming down a fucking empty drink.
Well, I finished it. What do you want from me? Says Daruni.
I want you
Were
to
there-
stop being a pussy.
Were
If
there
you're gonna,
fucking words in that?
if you're gonna pretend you're gonna keep up, then fucking keep up, bro.
Listen, motherfucker, you need to stop speaking in cursive.
Every sort of chuckle. And Daruni says,
and
"Oh, go ahead."
Remy will buy him a drink.
All right. So you motion over to Toblin. Toblin says, all right. And heads over to the keg, grabs another L, and brings it back to the table.
I'll slam my last one, and while Toblin's there, I'll ask for 2 more.
2 more, you got it, mate. And he runs off back to the beer keg. While he's gone, Daruni says, "Well, you son of a bitch." He grabs his beer, takes a drink of it, sets it on the table, and then slams his elbow down with his hand up and says, "You gotta wrestle for it." He's looking at you, Remmy.
All right, fine.
Are you gonna take a drink first, or are you just gonna sit down and wrestle him? Arm wrestle.
He'll sure take a drink first.
All right. So when
As
you
I literally do IRL.
one of your 3 drinks is gone. Carlos Spicy-Weiner, you drink your last drink. It is the Dragon's Fire shot, and so you take 3 fire damage. Well, and actually, you don't take any damage at all, but you feel that there's fire magic in the drink, and it would have hurt you if you weren't Dragonborn.
Does Remy notice this?
No. It's something that Carlos sort of feels. I was like, that's a little spicier than the other drinks.
Ooh, that's a spicy one.
But that's your last drink, Remy. So if you're gonna sit down and arm wrestle Daruni, you've got to be in this chair. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Which one? What?
No, I moved it.
Okay.
So, you post up, you lay your elbow on the table, you grab his hand in the traditional arm wrestling motif. Heavyfisted sort of stands up, gets on the table and walks over and sets his palm on top of your two. He says, "Are you ready?" Daruni says, "I am. Let's fucking go." And he grips your fist tighter. You say anything?
No, he just like plays it off like it's nothing.
All right. So roll a strength saving throw. 14. Oh shit. All right. So you struggle. Heavyfisted lifts his hand and says, "Go!" And you struggle back and forth. And Daruni sort of brings you a little bit closer, and you just slam his fucking fist on the table. Spills his beer.
Fucking little midget.
It spills his beer. He lets go of your hand, stands up, says, "God damn it! Son of a freaking bitch! Give me another one, Toblin."
Midget. You gonna get another punch in the face, you gonna shut the fuck up and go to bed.
Ah, you motherfucker. I'm gonna get another beer. But
Then you best bring me one.
Toblin comes back over to the table. He's actually got 3 beers. One for Daruni, one for you, and one for Carlos. Sets them all out. Or one for Daruni and 2 for Carlos. I'm sorry. And sets them out. Daruni says, "Well, it'll stop me from getting my ass kicked again. Why don't you get this piece of shit another one?" And he points at Remmy. Toblin says, "All right. And it's back.
And as Tobin walks away, you better grab some ice for his butt hurt.
Toblin just chuckles. Grabs another pint and comes back. Sets one in front of you. There you are. Now we'll be closing up here soon. You all sons of bitches better get to bed. And he sort of stumbles off and goes back to the basement. Heavyfisted says, "Ah!"
Slams his... Oh, I was gonna say Carlos is gonna slam these 2 beers real quick and then look over at Daruni and be all like, "Now it ain't got a fucking nipple on. You better fucking drink it."
Daruni just glares back and says, all right. And he sucks one down. Takes about half the
I
pint.
bet you suck one down, don't you? You look like you've seen one from up close.
I mean, he's kind of at that level where they're all close to his face.
Oh, shit. All right, Razorface, what are you doing, man?
I guess call the bartender back. I'm gonna buy everybody a round at the table, and then when he gets back, I want to try to steal from the wallet.
When it's steal from the bartender's wallet.
Yeah.
All right. When Tobin comes over to the edge of the bar,
shit.
you motion towards the keg. He says, all right, and grabs 5 different pints and fills them all up, sets them on a tray and brings them over. Sets it on the table. Here you are. That's the last round. You're gonna have to go to bed after this. I'm not staying up all damn night. And he goes back and retreats to the basement again. You try to steal from his wallet before he walks away. So do a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I fucking...
How are you for my...
21. God damn it. All right, fine. You reach into the pouch on the front of his belt, and while he's setting the tray of beers on the table, he's not paying attention to the very front of his belt, and you feel that there's 52 gold pieces, 2 silver, and we'll say 25 coppers. So what do you want to take?
Okay, I'll take 30 of the gold pieces.
30 of it. Good lord. All right, so you reach in, you grab 30 gold pieces, and what's up, Fire? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, not much.
We're in the middle of a
Yeah.
D&T campaign, so
Yeah, I forgot about that.
that's
You-
okay.
You guys have fun. You guys have fun with that.
Right on, man.
Have a
Good to
one,
see
man.
you. What am I saying? I reckon we probably need a special voice channel for this. We should do that. Anyway,
Probably, yeah.
what am I saying? You grab, how many is it? 30?
30 gold pieces.
Yeah, you grab 30 gold pieces out of his wallet and slip them into your own. He doesn't even notice. Walks off and heads back to his room. Again, he's telling you this is the last round of the night, so there aren't any more after this.
Well, can I get a room with one of the gold I stole?
Hefrius already paid for your room. He paid for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, everybody except for the dwarf paladin, Magnus. Or cleric, dwarf cleric. I'm sorry. See, when I think of a cleric, I think of like a priest in like robes and shit. You're wearing heavy armor, wielding a dual-handed warhammer. Sorry.
I'm war domain.
I know. All right, Razorfist,
Well,
what's next?
The god of whooping your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I slam my fist down on the table, and then they say I'll take the winner.
All right. Well, Remmy won, so it's you and Remmy.
All right, good deal.
What do you say, Remmy? Are you gonna accept the challenge?
I don't back down from no challenge. Let's go.
Didn't hear no bell.
So you all post up with your elbows on the table, fist clenching too. Daruni comes around, sets his hand on top of your fists, and says 1, 2, 3, oh, and lifts his hand up. So Remmy, do a strength saving throw, and then
Oh God!
5. Yikes! All right, so Razorface. Let me see. What is your? It's got to be more than 5, right?
My strength is 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Save. Let's go.
All right. So you struggle back and forth a little bit. Razorface gains an early advantage, bringing you over, and slowly, wow, slams your hand on the table. Right? Boom. Daruni says, "Hot damn! You can't beat him either, son of a bitch." And he returns to his chair.
And like drunkenly, he's like, hey, I shoot things, all right? I ain't built for this.
Well, you beat me easily enough, says Daruni.
It's because you're a short little fucking bitch.
That's true. I do like a certain amount of leverage. No. God damn it. Stupid dog.
Like, and he just holds his arm out because obviously he's like a very tall elf. It's all about the leverage, all right, motherfucker.
One.
Oh,
right.
doggo.
So, Hefrius says, all right, you drunken bastards. I reckon I'm gonna retire. Daruni, why don't you come on and go to your own damn room? Daruni says, all right. And the two of them sort of head off towards the front. He says, it's a good contest, you all. Please do look into our dear prospectors. We don't have very much faith that they're going to survive. And I wish you all a good night. Don't forget, there's 50 gold in it if you can make it happen. They run off to their beds.
And to everybody else that's sitting at the table still, Remy's pretty drunk at this point. He's like, hold on. For what? Make what happen? What the fuck we do? What the fuck did I just agree to?
Anybody want to give them some insight?
And I'm just as drunk, and I'm going, fuck if I know. But I'm just going along with it, you know, and I finish my last one and I start making my way up the stairs.
Right up.
Up in the room, I've already gotten out of my gear, you know, cleaned up and all. I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, yeah, tallies and wannabe dragons. Why is it always tallies and wannabe dragons? I guess I can make it work.
All right, Razorface and Remmy, you all want to do anything else before we do a long rest?
Are we good?
Well,
I'm good.
am I part of the plan yet, or am I still just hanging out?
Yeah,
I
you're
guess,
part
you
of the
know,
plan.
When we'll know whenever we all show up at the office the next morning.
Yeah, the
Oh,
town
okay.
Master's Hall. Yeah. All right.
Well, I tell Remy good game, shake his hand, and then go upstairs and go to bed for the night.
Righto.
Remy totally misses the handshake. Like, totally fucks it up. You catch, like, the top of his pinky.
Clearly shit faced. Oh shit fire. Alright. Cool. Well, the storm continues on throughout the night. And you all have a very peaceful rest for the most part. Particularly who is it? Carl, Spicy-Weiner, and Remmy. Y'all were just dead to the fucking world. Because you were completely shit-faced. But, Remmy, you left the Dragon's Fire shot sitting on the table. You'd never finished it. So. But if you had taken it, it would have been something like, I don't know, 5 fire damage. But it's not that big a deal. You would have slept it off anyway. So, anyway, let's take, I don't know, 5 minutes or so and just take a little break. I'm going to grab another beer and then we'll explore the town in
Get
the
a long
daylight
rest,
in
I'm
a
assuming?
moment. Yes, get a long rest.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll go ahead and stop this. Yeah,
Whoa.
let's run this one. All right, and I'll be right back. Good time so far. Good time so far. That took a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay.
2 of us are actually drinking and we're fucking around.
Yeah, well.
Yes.
Well, okay, you are too, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, more so on the fucking around part.
A lot of fucking around for sure. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Kind of.
Is it okay to be stealing as much as I'm?
Hey, look, my shirt still has my name on it.
That's cool. I didn't even know you fucking had that.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Because racism. I like it.
Yes. Fuck them midgets.
Fucking
Speaking
midgets.
of, let's do a quick
Did Heavy have a
update.
slur for tall people in there? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
Sorry.
People are going to not receive healing at some point. I mean, I kind of laid it out. You know, God of War is kind of fickle.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's kind of racist, so, you know, it's all good.
My new shoes are arrived in
He's not shy
Cleveland
about it.
around fucking 5 hours ago. Hell yeah. So,
IRL racism. Now you just gotta hope they don't get stolen.
I mean, who the fuck's gonna steal a bright fucking blue and red pair of shoes that like? And on top of that, I don't think
You
they would be
showed
very-
me those shoes. Me, I'm a stealer, motherfucker.
What size shoe do you wear? In European.
The fuck? Speak American.
These are actually
Wait. Let me go back to the southern accent. Hold on. Hey, why don't you fucking speak American?
Because these shoes here are they're not in freedom units.
I don't care what your fucking Sparko shoes are. You fucking speak American.
Well, I mean they translate to a 10.5.
Okay, then they might fit me. Because I'm somewhere between the 10.5 and the 11.5, depending on the size or the manufacturer.
Oh yeah, you're an abnormally large Asian. I forgot.
You're
about
correct. I'm like almost 6 feet tall. Yeah.
that. I was gonna say you're taller than I am. Fuck. Speaking of racing and shenanigans and things, did you see that bullshit about fucking?
Yes, I
Oh
saw
my
that.
god, I was so
And-
fucking mad.
And a good friend of mine is racing there, so like I'm cool. I'm good. I'll still be there. Are you gonna be there?
I can't because it's closed to the public.
That's what I'm asking. Is do you know somebody?
I mean, I know somebody that's racing, but they have to have you like rostered on their crew
Uh-huh.
for you to get in.
Uh-huh.
That was also last weekend.
That's what I'm saying. A good friend of mine. Like, yes, I know.
Yeah. No, the Mid Ohio race was last weekend.
No, we're talking what?
Yeah, the Grid Life at Mid Ohio event.
Did I fucking what? Hold on.
Yes, that was last weekend.
What? Am I
Yes.
retarded? Did I miss it?
Possibly.
No, I think I'm fucking retarded. I missed it if that's the case.
Yes. But my shoes are in Cleveland.
Wow, that's wait, not what the fuck? Oh, now I'm annoyed.
So am I. Like
Now I'm annoyed that I fucking missed it. Like that's dumb of me.
I didn't even get a notification that they even like went live on Twitch to stream it or anything either. So, like, I guess they didn't even bother streaming it on Twitch either. So I'm kind of pissed about that because
Like I was gonna. What the fuck? Okay, now hang on. Time out. I'm muting my mic. I didn't call this motherfucker. He didn't fucking like. He didn't like. Yeah, I was supposed to ride with him. The fuck? I'm gonna call this fucking fuck.
What are y'all talking about?
Grid Life at Mid Ohio. We were actually supposed. So IPA was actually gonna come all the way out here, and we were gonna hang out and do race car shit, like fucking real life race car shit.
Well, hold on. We weren't gonna do race car shit. I was gonna drive with him.
I mean, but we were gonna be at a racetrack, spectating race car shit, which
Yes,
constitutes
but I
under
was-
the umbrella of doing.
Yes,
race
but
car
I was
shit.
supposed to be one of the passengers in his truck, and he never fucking told me when it actually was.
Do you guys like? Is it drag racing or what?
Road course. So the track it was going to be at is Mid Ohio, and it is one of the most fun tracks that I've driven on. It's got a really nice flow and a nice rhythm to it. It's not overly technical, and if you've got a decent amount of power, like you'll definitely have some fun. So
This is in Lexington.
yeah, Lexington, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
It's about two and a half hours south of me. So
So were you guys just in like street cars, or do you guys have like these stock cars?
so the car now I don't actually race with the Grid Life event that was supposed to be last weekend. Nor do I actually like like do actual like racing on road course, but if I can manage to squeeze in a track day on a road course, then fuck yeah. Just for funsies. But I do participate in SCCA autocross.
Hey, fucker, call me back.
I don't have your number.
Oh, sorry, no, that was me talking to Spaz. Sorry, that was. I left,
But I do have I do have a 1987 Mazda RX-7 that I do SCCA autocross with, and here pretty soon.
Sorry, I didn't know my mic wasn't muted. I thought it was.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I thought that was pretty funny though.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cars.
Where's the, IPA? Play that clip that you sent me from Facebook. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. And...
Wait a minute now. Don't be doing no titty clips.
Oh no, this is even better. This is like race car retard strength level of stupid laughter and shenanigans.
I guess I could play it off my phone. Hang on.
You guys see that General Lee jump the fountain?
Yeah, it was actually a Crown Vic with the body panels. It says "fellas."
Quit drawing penises on the damn screen, I
I
swear.
didn't draw a penis. I did not draw a penis.
Uh-huh.
Someone wrote phallus on there, and I don't know who it was.
What the fuck? He was supposed to call me and tell me. What the fuck he was? You fucker. I'm mad.
And driver go, wee.
Yeah, I was supposed to run along with him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've done a few ride-alongs on Mid-Ohio.
No, I mean literally just in his truck and spectate.
Your handwriting is really slow, whoever is writing in pink.
That's what I was gonna say. I see someone writing penis on the screen as we speak.
No, it just says pen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. That's fair. Y'all are awful. Penis. Penis. Hmm. Okay then.
I
What do
was
you
not
mu-
aware.
Wait, are we playing D&D with Mike Tyson? Genius?
I was trying to get there, but I couldn't think of his fucking name. Penis.
Genius.
Oh my goodness sakes. Now, hold on. I gotta move this over here. Okay, if we're ready to continue
I'm not retarded.
and
You're
stop
retarded.
drawing fucking penises all over the damn screen.
wait,
Recorded.
wait. Did you say? Did you say to not draw penis on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh shit. There you go. Oh my goodness.
Rule 1 of our Fight Club right there.
That's right. Okay, so we're ready to continue.
I thought it was don't touch penises, not don't write penis. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's a better Rule 1. You're correct.
I swear. You sons of bitches. I gotta figure out how to like turn off the permission for you assholes to do that. I haven't figured it out yet. Okay.
I think it's hilarious.
Okay. So we waken the next morning inside the inn, which is here. That's the Stonehill Inn. Just south of the inn is the townmaster's hall down here. And I'm gonna have to put my dog in his kennel, I'm afraid. Aside from the townmaster's hall, there's also a few other things that we can take a look at. A few other notable locations in town. Here is the Lion Shield's Coster, which is kind of a trading post. Just south of that is the Miners Exchange, where Halia, what's her face, is the leader, the guild master of the what do you call it? Miners Exchange. And then up here in the middle of the town square is a Shrine of Luck, which is very prominent and obvious. However, there doesn't seem to be anybody tending to it this morning as you wake up. Also, just north on the road into and out of town is Barthen's Provisions, which is a general supply store that sells all kinds of good stuff. So, you all have been accosted by Hefrius, the older dwarf, to head to the town hall and look at the job board that's posted there. So, where do you want to go? Is that where you want to go, or you want to go somewhere else?
I'm going to ask
What's
the
that one?
barkeep. I'm going to ask the barkeep if there's any specialty shops, for goods and wares around,
Okay.
other than the general store.
Barkeep says, well, there's only so many places in town. It is a rather small town. So, mainly, I would say if you want weapons, head to the Lion Shield Coster. And if you want just general supplies, you go out there to Barthen's Provisions. That'd be the way I would do it. Or if you're looking for raw gold or raw iron, you might head to the Miners Exchange.
What you're saying is try that in a small town.
Okay, so Bray is exiting the town and getting pegged in the forehead by a green dick out in the field.
What's this building here?
That's kind of abandoned. It's up a long road. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy there. But let's see. I can put some labels on some of this stuff. Let's make it blue, I guess.
I'm kind of just gonna follow Magnus at this point. Like wherever he goes is where I'm gonna go next.
Shit, fire. Hold on. There.
Or I guess I can ask Magnus what he plans on doing next.
I'm going to be heading down to have a chat with a lady about a possible lucrative business deal.
I like lucrative. You need company?
If
That's
you
what
want
the
to.
that's what the ladies for, if you know what I mean.
What is this? What are you drawing? What in the hell are you guys doing? Stop drawing shit.
Well, one of them may or may not have been an
shit.
attempt for me to move my character,
Oh, okay.
which totally was not the same color as the weird crop circle. in the
Okay.
field that I know nothing about.
All right. So, what else is? You know what? I guess we'll come back to it in a minute. So, Razorface and Carlos and Remy, are you gonna accompany Magnus and Bray into the miners exchange or not?
Hey, what kind of PDD nonsense is this?
About to find out.
We're gonna exchange miners.
You don't have to. Instead, you guys can go to the Town Master's Hall, or head to the Lion Shield Coster or Brathen's Exchange. Barthen's Provisions. I'm sorry.
The brothels exchange?
Barthen's Provisions is what it's
Wait,
called.
there's a brothel?
It's up here.
Change my mind.
Pretty sure.
Barthen's
pretty sure
Provisions is
Emperor's
here.
fine.
This is the Town Hall, and then these two are down at the Miners Exchange down here.
Well,
Pretty sure
actually,
Remmy's going to the brothel.
if I may, before I go there, I would like to do something else.
Okay. What's that?
I'm going to go up here to the, instead of going down to the hall, I'm actually going to swing by the altar of luck.
Okay.
And you said it's in a little bit of disarray, right?
Yeah, it appears no one's been around to tend to it in a long time. There's some old offerings that are sort of rotting on the shrine.
Alrighty.
I have a map for this one, but I didn't think it was going to be very important, so I haven't included it yet. But
Can I just play Ding Dong Ditch on like some random dude's house?
there's a house across the street.
What I'm going to give an offering because I figure that I won't be getting much use out of it. I'm going to make an offering of things that people need. So travel clothes, I'm going to take that out of my inventory, put it on the altar of luck, and also one of my rations.
I'll tell you what. I'll make a note, and then you can just remove it from your inventory. That'll be fine.
I'll remove it now.
Okay.
And then I'll head down towards the exchange.
Okay, cool.
I'm like super frozen out.
What are you asking?
No, nothing. Playing myself.
Okay.
Can I leave a gold piece as a tip to the bartender?
What about a gold piece?
Can I leave a gold piece as a tip for the bartender?
Right. Oh, yeah. Just remove one gold piece from your stash there. You stole fucking 30 from him. So.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you leave a gold piece for the bartender, even though you stole 30 out of his wallet.
Hold on, I got a question now that I'm able to actually like zoom in and see Bray's avatar. Why is he flipping everybody off?
That's the avatar he gave me. I don't know.
Also,
It's also what? Well, there's also the one with the menorah and the gold. Yeah.
yeah. I just
So
thought it
he's-
was funny.
So he's one of them kind of Jews. Got it. I bet he's
Couldn't find a
probably
little
got a.
hat in Hero Forge.
I bet you got a fucking slingshot made out of foreskins.
Oh my
I
goodness.
didn't have one of those in my inventory.
All right. So if nobody else is gonna accompany,
Pretty sure you could find one at the store.
if nobody else is gonna accompany Bray and Magnus into the exchange, we'll go ahead and take care of that real quick. So, what's this one? So this one's a little bit of a different kind of map. Let me see here. We will focus over here. Right. And so, Magnus and Bray come in, and you guys enter the store. As you enter, you notice Halia Thornton is sort of standing over by a big table, sort of poring over maps and claims and everything else. And she looks up over her shoulder and says, "Well, hello," or she says, "I'm sorry, I'm still talking like the drunk fucking dwarves." She says, "Well, hello, gentlemen. Welcome to my place of business. Please have a seat. Why have you come?"
I'm gonna let Magnus do the talking. I don't actually know who this lady is. I just kind of followed him over here because he looks like he's gonna make money.
She looks directly across the table at Magnus and says, "Good to see you again, Master Dwarf. Have you considered my offer?"
Yes, but we didn't discuss what the reward was going to be for.
I see.
You told me what you wanted of me, but you didn't say what would be coming my way. And if so, how does that pertain to anyone that joins?
And she looks across the table at Bray and says, "Well, I'm not familiar with this gentleman. Who are you, sir?"
Useful tool. I know.
She chuckles to herself. "Do you have a name, or?"
I interrupt her, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what his name is. He's effective. And from the looks of what we saw last night, everybody, or most of the people that you have working under you are absolute women in men's clothing.
She sort of chuckles.
So I don't think it's about qualifications. We're here to nail out the details of how much we're going to receive.
Well, I'm afraid, Master Dwarf, you haven't actually met anybody that I employ. However, those dwarves in the bar last night seemed pretty feckless, if I do say so myself. What will I give you in return? She says, "Well, I have quite a few things that you might be interested in, but perhaps the most useful would be 150 gold pieces. That is, if you can convince the bandits to join our cause." She sort of twirls a emblem hanging around her neck. It looks like a Z, kind of encased in some sort of ornate border. And you recognize that as a symbol of the Zentarum, a shadowy organization which has been vying for control over the North for a long time.
Well, convincing, you say, but yet it looks like you're well versed in subterfuge and things of that nature. Why are you not able to persuade them to come to your side already?
Well, Master Dwarf, I am a woman of means. She sort of gestures around the room that you're sitting in. You realize the chairs you're sitting on are actually well made. The carpet underneath your feet is kind of ornate. And there seems to be a lot of craftsmanship and work and quality that goes into everything she surrounds herself with. It's very clean in here, despite being kind of a miner's exchange sort of place. And her clothing is very ornate and, aristocratic. She says, "I'm not a warrior, and in order to gain these people's attention and respect, you must be a rather rough individual, as I recognize the two of you are." And she nods towards Bray.
Is this someone who would have hired out pirates or anything like that?
Oh yeah, that's what she's trying to get you to do. Although you may not realize that.
And that's
I guess I need to signify to Magnus that I've worked with people like this in the past.
I say it's well and good 150 gold for myself. Whoever that comes on, is that 150 gold per person? Or is that split between us?
Well, Master Dwarf, it would be 150 gold to you alone, but if you must employ the help of others, I suppose you'll have to split the pot. Unless...
The pot needs to be a little bit deeper then.
What were you thinking? Yeah.
Well, seeing that the dwarves are running around saying 50 gold per person, that's multiple dwarves. That's going to be the baseline, bare minimum.
And how many others were you planning on bringing besides this young elf here?
We may have 4 or 5 more.
Well, is it 4 or is it 5?
We'll see. It depends on what your offer is.
I can give you at least 50 gold apiece.
I look over and I ask Bray if there's anything that he has concerns about or if there's anything that he wants.
So I guess I would need to know a little bit more about this organization. Do I need to make a check or something to see if I would recognize anything else other than that Z on her necklace?
Sure. Roll a history check. That should be in your skill list. Yep. 2. Nope. You just see that there's a Z, and you recognize that there's something meaningful, but you're not entirely sure what.
Well, yeah, that kind of backfired. No, I think at this point, I would just be pretty willing to do whatever she's asking.
I ask her, seeing that you have finesse and all that, and that's not working, what are the options if they do not want to be part of this?
Well, Master Dwarf, in that case, they're a thorn in my spine. I'm a businesswoman, you see. So we must have free commerce in Phandalin. And if these ruffians insist on interfering with that without cooperating with us, Chigan touches the Z hanging around her neck, then they should be destroyed.
How many people, or how many are we talking about? Because hearing more chatter, it was humans and orcs or ogres that were involved in this.
Yeah. You see, there is a dragon around. It seems to have run an orc tribe out of the mountains. Looking for allies, they decided to gather with these ruffians, and they mix ranks. That does make it a bit more challenging, I suppose. I reckon there's about 20 of them, all told.
And
but I'm
who
not
is their
sure.
leader that we need to speak with?
I'm not entirely sure. I only know rumors that I hear. Very scant information. Actually makes it back to town about these ruffians. They seem to be camped out in the woods just north of here. I suppose if you start headed in that direction, they might just try to ambush you, which would be a great opportunity to win them over, as you might.
Yeah, I'm counting on it.
Very well. Like I say, I have 50 gold pieces for you and 4 others. If you can convince them to bring back the artifact that the dwarves are searching for southwest of here.
The same dwarves from the bar?
Well, they seem to be associated somehow. but I'm not entirely sure what the relationship is. In any case, off with you. Go and find my artifacts. And she pulls out a map of the surrounding area. And if we take a look over here, I gotta push this button and this button. And so she points out on the map that where you're intended to go. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Where you're intended to go is down here. Let me do one more. There. Focus me. So that is the site of the dwarven excavation that you're supposed to head to. It's approximately, 5, 10, 15 miles south of Phandalin. It's approximately a day's journey.
It's somewhere in them S-word mountains.
That's right.
But do we need to head north to encounter the bandits?
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at that. So, the woods north of Phandalin are called the Neverwinter Wood. It's a vast sprawl of forest to the direct north of the town. And she's not specific about where they are because she doesn't really know. So she's just sort of gesturing in that direction and kind of says, if you enter around here, you'll probably encounter them. Searching for traders looking to avoid the main road on their way to Neverwinter. So, there's that.
I guess I might be a little confused here. She wants us to convince the bandits to help find the artifact?
Yes.
Is that what she's after?
What she wants you to do is to head north into the woods, find the bandits, and convince them to work with her shadowy organization to bring what the dwarves are excavating back to Phandalin and give it to her. That's the plot. All right. We clear on that?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I would be ready to leave then if Magnus is.
Right up. What do you say?
Yeah,
Magnus?
I'm ready to head out the door.
Right up. So the two of you gather your things and head on. So we're back in Phandalin.
Well, I want to head up towards the rest of the group. I'm going to talk to Bray about how it's kind of shady since she is the leader of who represents these miners, but yet they're wanting them. She's wanting them robbed, and that anybody who's willing to rob who they supposedly support and all, we may need to consider not fulfilling the contract and keeping the stuff for ourselves or renegotiating before ending the deal.
Yeah, so I feel like this is coming down to we either side with the dwarves that were speaking to us in the bar, or we side with her.
Well, does the rest of the group know the information that you guys know now?
Not yet.
We're coming up to tell y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not there.
So we're just... There's a job to be done. There's an opportunity for all 5 of us. 50 gold if we complete it. We're going to go talk to some bandits, try to persuade them to help shady, well, the shady woman that is supposed to be representing the mining guild and the miners. And if that doesn't work out, then we're to kill the bandits. Anybody up for an adventure?
I'm always up to
Is there beer involved?
gain money.
Well, 50 gold will buy you a lot of beer.
Fair enough. All right.
A lot of convincing needed there.
So we're assuming the woman is shady, right? She's probably up to no good.
I mean, she's the leader of the mining guild and stealing from the miners. So yeah.
That Z on her necklace that represents basically like a cabal of like organized crime. I don't know how much of that I would actually know as the character, but I did come from the criminal background. So
Well,
Yeah. I'll say that they're relatively well known in underground circles. You know that it is the Zenithar, and they're a shadowy organization that tries to the Zentarum. I'm sorry, Zentarum, and they're a shadowy organization that's known for trying to control influence and development in the north, which is where you are now. You're in the very north of the Sword Coast.
and then the other group of guys at the miners that were drunk and all that.
it seemed to me like we could kind of double dip on the pay here, because didn't they just want us to warn the miners that there was a dragon?
That's all the doors wanted you to do. Yeah.
So, outside of making an enemy of the Zerathim, I don't know how to pronounce that, but outside of making an enemy of them,
it's Gentarim?
Zentarum,
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
There you go. Zentarum.
Zentarum. Outside of making an enemy of them, which is probably a pretty bad move, we could basically, if we could convince the bandits to join us, we could still get the money from the dwarves and then kind of cut her out. But
I'm down with that.
They're basically like a underground criminal like organization.
mhm.
Well, remember the dwarves told you that they left the bounty with the town master, so you have to take the town master's quest if that's what you want to do. Or ignore it and just go for the bandits in the woods.
Who's the
I
town
definitely think
master?
we should. Yeah, so I think we should go to the town master. It almost kind of seems like easy money at that point.
Yeah,
Is there
I
any
mean, we
way
can.
to convince her to pay us half up front?
You can try. The town master's house is right here, and the town master lives nearby in a small house. So, or the what is it? The town hall is the big one, and the small house is the town master's house.
All right, I guess head over to town hall.
Okay, so as you approach the town hall, you see posted on the wall there are several little snippets that are asking people to do stuff. And the first of those is to warn the dwarven excavators. So it says, dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have begun archaeological dig for treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved in the area. Take the warning to them, then return to the town master Webster to collect 50 gold pieces. There are two other postings on the board. One of them says this. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions. They might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it, Town Master Webster will pay you 50 gold pieces for it. The third one says this. the local midwife, an acolyte of Chantia, who is an agriculture god, named Adabra Gwyn, lives by herself in the stone mill on the side of a hill a few miles south. With dragon sightings becoming more common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge Adabra to return to Phandalin once she's safe. Visit Townmaster Harbin Wester to claim a reward of 25 gold pieces. Could do any one of these three things.
We're all there.
Well, I can talk to gnomes for one. And it seems like if we're doing this, we need to warn the prospect, do the band, get the bandits out of the way, then go talk to the dwarves, try to pick up that reward. And Gnomengren, I speak Gnomish, so anything that they have that might help defeat a dragon, which we might run into with the Umber Hill rescue, might need to do them in that order.
Yeah, that's what I say. We're all there. I say do the gnome one first and try to get whatever we can to defeat the dragon. So warn the people about dragon coming.
Is he really quiet for anybody else, or is it just me?
A little bit.
Really echoey.
I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah. So you're saying we should go after the Gnomengard one first in order to get a weapon for the dragon, right?
Well, since we're looking at a situation where we need to deal with the bandits, get the bandits, handle the bandits first. The bandits may require us having contact with the dwarves, and we should be heading down towards dwarven mines anyways. I know that at least one of our members wanted to know where the diamonds were coming from. We can check that out as well. And the
Speaking of which,
then go on to the Normangard, which might give us a weapon to use against the dragon that might be encountered while trying to take care of the local midwife.
right? Okay. Does anybody have any objections to that?
I'm down for whatever.
All right. So we're first headed into the forest. Yes.
Works for me.
Hey. It's a one fucking map I didn't prepare yet.
Why we did it.
I mean, if we need to go another one, I guess we could.
Okay.
All right, we're going to the forest.
Well, that's the like I
I
said.
agree. And this is where he kills us.
That's right. The dragon's just gonna come out of fucking nowhere and murder everybody. No. Okay.
Wait, is this a mimic? It's a mimic.
The entire forest is a giant mimic.
it just comes out of the fray and just murders everybody. Oh goodness sakes. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like 9,000 HP.
I'm sorry. You guys gotta give me a second here. I should have fucking planned better.
I mean, it is almost 1 a.m, and some of us do have to get up to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, well, okay. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and call it here for tonight. That works for me. I'm sorry. I didn't have the damn forest prepared yet. And I wasn't even thinking of sending you all
It's a
there.
blessing in disguise. Some of us have to go to bed.
Well, I mean, real quick, if anybody needs to go to shops or anything else, if they're needing stuff, they can take care of that before wrapping it up for the night.
Sure. Does anybody want to go to any shops? There's, like I say, there's the general shop up this way. And then there's the Lion Shield Coster where you can buy some weapons and stuff if you want to do that.
Actually, it's cloister.
Or we want to have food and drink effects, such as we need to eat and drink during this campaign.
I said, I mean, no. I feel like this gets into some tedious horse shit. It's too difficult to keep track of. Doesn't matter. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. If you guys want to, we can, but
I'm fine with whatever.
Well, I guess I'll make a visit to the weapons store.
right now. Okay. Well, like I said, I did make interiors for all this crap. Oop.
I will probably log off, guys.
You get it out?
Yeah, I gotta call it a night too because I has work.
But I had a good time, and I think as we get a little bit more in the flow of this, it'll be more snappy and go along a lot.
For sure, man. I've planned a lot of stuff out.
This honestly would have possibly could have worked better if we would have done this tomorrow night. With Friday being the holiday, I don't know if that really plays in anybody else's schedule or whatnot, but
No, I work in the parts department. I'm off on Friday. I'm kidding, so am I.
I was gonna say, I would fucking hope you're off on Friday.
No, seriously, the store that I work at now, so race car and I work at car dealerships. The store that I'm at now is the only store I've ever worked at that was closed on July 4th.
What? That's
Yeah.
yes. Instead of setting off explosives, people need to go buy cars.
I reckon.
Is there anything I need to do to log off or just click out?
You can just
click out of it, I think.
Look at brother.
You can just click out of it. But I mean, if you want to visit a store before you go, I think Heavy's gonna do that.
Yeah, just close your browser otherwise.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm good. I also think the microphone thing is on the game, it's got a microphone option, and that's the reason it was echoing. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On that and on the Discord. So
Yeah.
hey, there's a giant penis.
Yeah, we're drawing penises again. That's right. Y'all are
All
terrible.
right. Well,
That's a nice one, and that's not even mine.
Yeah, it's not.
I swear.
Hey, they're drawing
Good night, gang.
penises again.
Good night, man. It's good to see you guys. Thank you all so much.
Wednesday.
Big success tonight. Big success. Any cheers.
The whole point of drawing the dicks is to see how long it goes until EOD goes, what the fuck? And when he realized
He missed the green ones in the trees that I was drawing for a while. That were
Oh,
just
perfect.
that's the best ones, This is why we need Twisted on this campaign too.
Well, he's welcome to join, but
with his dong.
we have not. I've not gotten a character from him yet.
Oh man!
all right.
I am
Well,
almost out of mead.
I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I'll be around for the next session. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We'll be here. Thank you again for participating, man. Like I say, great success tonight. Good times.
All right. Good deal.
All
I'll
right.
see y'all next time.
Later on.
All right.
I was hoping we get more into more of a brawl, but
Yeah, that was kind of half-assed as far as the brawl part goes, because I wanted to role play more of when you were setting it up,
I wanted more
initially, I'm
elven
like,
racism.
I exactly like I wanted more racism. I wanted to role play throwing midgets through a window. You know,
Don't beat the
like what
baby.
the fuck? You took all the good shit that I wanted that encounter to be, like completely out of it. And
Well-
so like you grab him by the collar. Oh, now everyone rolls for initiative. Like, come on! I was gonna throw him through a window.
I'm sorry. But they only have 11 HP, and I didn't want to fucking kill anybody.
I wasn't gonna kill him. I was just gonna throw him through a window and say some racist shit.
Oh shit!
Right? I wanted more racism.
Exactly. Like
Look,
IPA and I,
let me be
IPA and I
clear.
were on board with this.
No. Let me be clear. As a high elf, my character wanted more racism.
Oh, yeah, is that what it is?
Not me, the person.
Uh
Uh-huh.
Totally not me, the person.
huh.
My
Wait.
character, high elf,
Are we still
Or-
broadcasting at the Yub
who
Tub?
are-
Yes,
who
we are
known
still
to be
broadcasting
racist.
to the tub.
Okay, yes. Then in that case, my character wanted more racism. than
Yes,
My
throwing
uh-huh.
it through a
character,
window.
who is a high elf, who are known to be racist, wanted more racism.
I'm watching Bandit. I'm not watching. I am watching. It's just there's a lot going on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the fucking the D&D Shenanigans stream. So thank you all for coming out for this first episode. It's been good times, great times, good oldies. We'll pick this up again in a week. So be sure you're here for that. It'll be awesome.